Hello everybody, it's Peter the Rock. It's a Saturday the 22nd of June, or we could say Solstice Day +1, or maybe Equinox Day -90. But I expect perhaps I'm the only person in the world who's said that. Anyway, as I was talking to you, I've scanned around 360 degrees. I'm in a farm, and it's called Springwell Farm, and it's at the top of a little plateau north of Harefield, and it's kind of famous for its horses. And as you can see in this field, there are lots of horses, and if I get a bit of a close-up, they are completely indifferent to being filmed by Peter the Rock. Maybe if I call myself Peter the Sugar Lump, they might be interested. I often wonder why people give sugar lumps. Well, we used to give sugar lumps to horses. Do we do that anymore? It would, to my mind, be bad for their teeth. And being a horse dentist must be a particularly difficult job, because you can give them a bit of a bedside manner, I suppose, as you try to extract their teeth or clean them or whatever. But the horse is going to be indifferent to all that. Anyway, enough about teeth and horses. It's just a beautiful part of the world with some beautiful views. Up opposite the valley, by the way, this is it's the Colne Valley, but it should be called the Grand Union Canal Valley, because down at the bottom of this slope is the Grand Union Canal, and the slope over there is the opposite side to the Grand Union Canal. And it's a beautiful day. I'm on something called the Hillingdon Trail. Looks like blackberries are just about to appear on this bush, and I presume it's called the Hillingdon Trail because most of it goes through Hillingdon, and it's a trail. I do like things, being named for a reason, or don't like it. I don't know, or don't care really. Anyway, it's a lovely day. It's a Saturday, 22nd of June. I don't normally do a views walk because they aren't very popular. But if it's a view of a railway or HS2, it will be popular. So there we go. And as you can see, there's a sign there, Hillingdon Trail, to the right and to the left. I think the one on the left has been bent round by some vandal. Wasn't there a race of people called Vandals from the middle of Europe about 700 or 800 years ago? And they were probably very nice people. No, they didn't really expect their name to be used in the future as some kind of a derogatory term, I expect. So if you're a descendant of a Vandal, I do apologise for it. Of course, people nowadays with their DNA can get that tested and find out they were 3% Viking and 14% Moroccan or whatever it is, and they get great delight in that. Probably costs them hundreds of pounds, but it doesn't seem to be much point in doing it if you ask me, which you don't, because mathematically, we all have 2 parents, 4 grandparents, 8 great-grandparents, 16 great-great-grandparents, and so on. You go back 30 generations, you've got millions of antecedents who must overlap. There must be people who married a cousin or whatever, otherwise it would just go on to an enormous number. And we are all apparently descended from Edward I, which is very nice, and I'm sure he was a nice bloke, but he didn't realise what he was producing at the time. So here we are. The problem with being a mathematician is that I take a great delight in numbers, and every now and then I intersperse my appreciation of nature with numbers. Sorry about that. People do write in things in the comments. So far, I've been doing this for about 15 months now, there haven't been any mathematical comments. So either you all believe me, or there aren't any people out there who are as interested in numeracy as what I am. So here we are. We're heading down towards the Grand Union Canal and thence along it to a place called Rickmansworth, otherwise known as Ricky to almost nobody. And there'll be some people on narrow boats, and I may chat to them and we'll see how that goes. But we'll see, it's pretty random. And here is perhaps the best view of this particular walk. It's a lovely view down the valley, along the valley in fact, at the bottom. The view is slightly marred by that big works opposite me, which is a sewage works, but that's a good thing, isn't it? I mean, that gets rid of sewage. You can't well, I'm just wondering if you can see HS2 from here. Don't think you really can. There is a crane over there which may or may not be related to it, but it should be above ground, perhaps just over the top of that, the other side of the valley. So there we are. For those of you who aren't familiar with the countryside around Harefield, this is a little snapshot of what it's like and how pleasant it is, and how you can walk for half an hour or an hour and not see anybody. And we're only 24 hours from Tulsa. They ought to name a new town Tulsa, and then have a sort of concentric circles with the number of hours you are away from it. I've never really understood that, but there you go. Anyway, it's a beautiful day, beautiful clouds in the sky. They're sort of fluffy white ones for those of you who are technically interested in meteorology. And over in the west there, the sun is right high up because it's only about 3:30, 4 o'clock on a Saturday. Thanks for watching. It's Peter the Rock. It's Saturday the 22nd of June. Cheers.